Yo, what's up, everyone? So, you know, I realized like I was about to shoot this video and film, and I forgot to press record. But I'm glad I caught it before I started hitting play on this video. But I actually did do um a bunch of reactions, so I'm trying to catch up because I haven't done any reactions on here. I've only done live videos. If you haven't seen, I did go over to Japan, and some of those live videos are just like chit chatting. If you want to check them out, if you don't, totally cool. But I have videos coming out very soon on which witnessing a lot of like from J-pop live, heavy metal bands, wrestling events, taste testing a couple of things while I was there, and look for that. Those will be coming out very soon. But I realized like I don't release this, and I'm kind of kicking myself for the fact I was in Tower Records and I totally forgot about her book to get it there. But I heard it was sold out, so I probably can get it a little later. I just ship it over because I'd like to read that. Yes, it's in Japanese, I know, but I actually signed up for Japanese classes, so I'm gonna be working hard on that. The first couple classes. So I realized when I was over there, I really need to brush up on my Japanese. Because the only person I spoke to in Japanese, he actually moved away, and there was no one to actually speak to. So, my fault actually not, trying to speak more. I could understand more, so which was great, but you can hear it. Like, I don't understand it fully. I'm not gonna say I'm fluent in listening, no way. But a lot of the basics I do know, so I know how to respond. But yeah, I really want to focus on that and become better at speaking. I want to become Nihongo Chosu, although I did get that twice when I was over there, which I never got before, because I was like, oh wow, that was interesting, because when I first started studying, I was actually speaking pretty decently, and people would just speak to me in Japanese, and I was like, oh shit, you know, but I guess that was a good sign. I was studying really well, so I'm getting back to that, because I really want to interact with a lot of my friends and a lot of like people that actually go to these shows that actually came up to me, which was just random in the best way because I wasn't expecting that. But because of doing this YouTube channel, it has given me the chance to interact with a lot of people, over there or over in Japan, I should say. Let's say you're watching from Japan over in your country, and other people that were flying over to Japan to check out bands, which is phenomenal. And I know I keep going on. My apologies because you want to see my reaction to Ado. And without further ado, we're going to dive into that. So I'll do a live thing and talk about all that more in depth. So with that being said, we're going to dive into Ado. I can't wait. I'm glad I can finally check it out now. Let's get it. Okay. I like the piano.
感情ので全てを測ろうなんてそんなのは他の違い笑わせないでよだけどたまには楽しいことも必要だと思うの気が済むまで私も満足したいわ目の前から消えていた心を指す嘘みたいにくるくるって 混ざるようなこの感じがたまらないねえ飛んじゃうのがいいなら私をもっと本気にさせてなんで許さないはやっぱりそんな程度なのかしら
Oh yeah, I'd say there's like you hear the stand on their vocals that get that deep bassy vocals in there, but you hear the like her holding back from going off like on someone's like, hey, I'm telling you. Well, she's singing and it's like she's holding back all her motion but giving emotion still within it, if that makes any sense, when you're like trying to articulate to someone versus like going good time, you know, harken back. But to other songs where you're just like, I had enough, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. And in this, like the emotion in her vocals is so fucking powerful. Like it hits a different level. Like that's what I enjoy about her music. Like she can do happy, sad, mad, stressed, like so many different like types of vocal ranges. Like it's just so fucking amazing, and you can hear it even if you don't understand Japanese. You can understand to a point where you're like, oh shit, this she's putting everything into this, or this is her feeling. It's fucking beautiful to have, and be in a time where you can actually hear someone at this level doing something very different. And that's what I enjoy about listening to Ado. That piano's sick. And the guitar right there. Quite distorted. Oh. I understand that.
私は知らないの手のひらから落ちていった紫色の花みたいにくるくるって踊るようなこの感じがたまらないさあどうなっちゃうのか見せてよ本能理性どちらが勝つの中絶にで見せてよ
Okay, the beep. I want to know what that is. I want to know. Let me know in the comments. But the music is stupid line. Because for me, I hear that like making music. Oh, it's stupid. It's not gonna lead to anything, and you should stop doing it. No one like you will make it. No one wants to hear your story. I would hear that like from a selective few, and I obviously distance myself from them and gravitated towards people that were all about like, hey, make music, do what you love, and that best feeling ever to do that. And that line right there fucking just hit like the heart all that much more. And if this is about, I don't want to be wrong, but is it, you know what I'm talking about? Because she talked about it in her book. she's tactfully, like, yo, that shit was fucking sick. I don't know anyone that will listen to Ado and not fall in love with her music and the feeling in her music. I have yet to meet anyone that's ever heard her and like not like it. I have yet to meet anyone like that, and I don't think I will, and I hope I don't, because I'll be like, I'll distance myself from them because they're not gonna understand. But I try to give anyone the benefit of the doubt, but maybe it's just a song to some people, but like the music, like this is what I love about like growing up. You, especially with the internet now, like you get to hear so many great musicians all over the world. Yeah, mainly my channel gravitates towards like hip hop and heavy metal and some pop, but a lot of it gravitates towards Japan. If you haven't noticed, uh, like it just drives me, and it just influenced me in the sense that I wanted to create my own music, not just be influenced, but create my own music, and in that sense, like that's a great, beautiful thing with the internet now. I know, like, so AI shit is going and all that, but you go through that, you're gonna find realism when you get to artists like Ado. And, you know, I enjoy this like so much because I get to interact with the fans like you guys, and I get to listen to some amazing music and hear someone else's story because music is all predicated on telling your story. And some people just see it as music, but when you dive deeper, it's storytelling. It's the oldest art form. One of the oldest art forms is music. Since, humankind could, tap and all that, or create music and try to put lyrics to it in some way or shape or form. And Ado has highlighted it all that much more and heightened it even that much more for artists to go the next level. Not just to be like trying to be there because you can't, but you can go to your own level and be like tell your own story if you do in fact are influenced or wish to create your own music and pursue it. Like she was covering artists Volcad and going with that and just like in a closet just making her own music and doing all that, and that's a great thing. And to touch on what I said before, I don't know if it's particularly about the person because I don't want to say because I don't know, and that she written in her book that I believe one of you actually said down in the comments on a previous video. I'm sure you guys will like me on that, or this might be totally on something different, but still relatable. And, I say again, that's why I enjoy about music. It's relatable. Like, we're two different individuals across so, like, land and sea, like, and, music can influence someone from all over the world. And that's a beautiful thing. And I enjoy this. I keep saying it, but it's just a fact. But that being said, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Um, but that being said, I hope you guys all have a great day. Pursue your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you not to do it or it's just music. Tell your story. Do what you enjoy. Like, follow your heart. Peace and take care.